ravages of time affect every single one of us, and it's not until you experience it that you can appreciate the mechanism of action that you must take. I've been prospecting for gold full-time for the last 8 years, and it's taken me to some truly amazing and remote places. One of those remote places we nicknamed One Time. It's an incredibly difficult series of hard rock mines to access, with a minimum of a 45-minute hike for a very fit person. And it's this physical barrier between us and the gold that has managed to keep the gold relatively safe now for well over 150 years. But I can't do this anymore. Years of pretty extreme exploring and mining have taken a toll on certain parts of my body, and I'm awaiting a full knee reconstruction. And that means this might be the last trip I take up One Time. Got a mixed nugget finding container. Maybe you'll get it. Maybe I'll keep it forever. I'm genuinely apprehensive about today's mission. We're going really far out into the bush to a place I haven't been to in over 2 years, and it's either nugget or absolutely nothing. And this might be the last time I'm able to get up there. But it's rare that we attempt these feats of stamina and what is going to be a painful adventure on our own. I gotta pick up the Gad Daddy. Gad Daddy! Gad Daddy! Are you ready for One Time?
No.
Yeah! One Time!
No!
Yeah!
No time. What is it?
Oh, I got a crack across my lens.
Look at it,
I got some good luck for us.
Ooh, you got the Mick one.
Yeah!
The leprechaun gave you that, did he?
No, I just never gave it to him. Blessed with Mick's nugget container, we finally set off. Look, it's a YouTuber in his wild environment. The difficulty in accessing the hard rock mines at the top of One Time is not only the gradient, but how dense the bush is. Sure, there's not a lot of undergrowth, but there is a multitude of fallen branches and timber everywhere you walk. Give us some words of wisdom, Gad Daddy.
Take water when you're going on hikes. I don't have water.
Gadsy might be exclusively fueled by Dare, but I had some water, so we continued on until we hit the mines. Oh, it's been 3 years since I've seen this mine. The last time I saw it was full of water. So it looks like it's had another substantial collapse in there, actually. Lots more gravel in there, but the old timber supports are in place. The workings continue behind me all the way down into the very bottom of the gully, and they go all the way to the very top of the ridge. And we're only going to go to 1/3 the total height of this mountain. This massive shelf of rock coming up in the middle of the hill is actually a fault line where the earth cracked open at one point. That's what allowed our gold to come up. And we've got workings dotting the whole length of it. Oh, excuse my out of breathness. About 6 years ago, I came up to this stretch and I found somewhere up there in one of these little side scrapings a 1 ounce piece of gold. It was mixed up and a lot of rock, but there was so much gold in it, so I'm really hoping to find something like that again today. I made it. Behind me is the old 1860s mining road they put in here to transport their ore, equipment and people around. They only ever put roads in where it was very rich because they're expensive things to make and time consuming to build.
This is elder abuse.
What are you doing?
Make it stop.
So in the interest of not peaking early, I've come back to the mine where I found some really good specimens and started detecting, and I got a very loud surface signal, so it's probably a bit of iron. Because if that's gold, it is going to be like a big bit. Let's see if I can get it with a magnet. Yep. Bit of flake steel. As a metal detectorist on the goldfields, you're going to find thousands of pieces of iron, lead shot, nails, and boot tacks. This is the remnants of the miners that preceded us. And whilst it might be annoying to some, the more of this you find, the more untouched your goldfield is. I found gold in all of these mines here at one point or another, but the main one I want to look at is just down here. That mine there gave me personally 140 specimens, and it gave Mick and Gazzy a couple as well. I want to know if there's anything left over because I'm running a new coil on the 6000, and there's been many years of rain and water erosion going over the top of it. This run up here was all gold. There was almost no rubbish. Come a little bit further over in their waste rock pile, and this section here had a lot of old bits of Spalding in it. Right between the two, I've got a little signal that sounds good. I hope it is. Because then I haven't peeked earlier. I dug up several bits of crap first. Oh, might be crap. Got very loud all of a sudden.
It's gold, it's gold, it's gold, it's gold.
If it's gold, it's in the scoop right now. Came to this pile specifically because of how many specimens were there, and then I have a new coil. That sounds like steel. Well, we're certainly not peaking early. I am literally above the clouds right now for a piece of Gad Daddy steel. Historically, one time has been feast or famine. You can dig up hundreds of terrible targets in a day to finally come out the other side with a glorious specimen. And with the knowledge that this might be one of the last times I ever come up here, it was motivation enough to keep trying. Try as I might at the last spot, I think I flogged it pretty hard. I've moved up the hill to where I had a little bit of success many years ago, but never really worked it too hard. And I got a signal here, so maybe it's not scrap. First scoop. I've dug a lot of rubbish so far. That sounds alright. A little bit too drawn out though. Probably an old bit of iron. Oh, I'm not sure actually. Maybe that's gold. That's all I got in my scoop. That's dirt. And there's this, which is... oh, that might be gold. If this is gold and not a bit of rusty crap, Prospector's lubricant, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I use it. It's gold. It's gold. 3 years, Gadsy, and I think I got some. You can just make out the gold there in that rock. Kind of hard to see. I don't want to drop it. It's kind of... oh, there we go, on that edge. Just there, you can see a little bit of gold. That's a good little specimen. I'll clean it up at home with a bit of caustic soda. And Mick, I thank you for your sacrifice. It seems to be the case that when they're working these large mines, they must cut through veins that have gold in it that they either don't know exist or they accidentally cut into, and when they throw their waste rock out, sometimes that gold-bearing vein comes out and it comes in layers. So down here with my detector, we just got that little specimen out of there, and then it's directly in line, and maybe with erosion it could have tumbled down. Oh, stumpy. It's only little. Whatever it is small. We are literally right next to the hard rock mine that this would have come out of. There we go. I reckon that's gold. Bottom dollar. This is gold for sure. Oh, I can see it. Right in here. Right there. Little tiny piece of gold. There we go. Oh, you should be able to see that bit nice and clearly. Little puglet, little gold ore specimen right outside the mine it originated from. That thing is cool. You don't need too many of these to get a decent weight, but it is very difficult to find them in quantity. Not including the hike, I'd spent the better part of 2 hours looking for a spot that I was going to dig, and this old waste rock pile seemed to fit the bill. The methodology here was simple. Knowing that there was gold in this pile, I removed small layers of rock off the surface, allowing my detector to penetrate a little bit deeper. And when I did that, more targets started popping out of the ground. Some junk, but also some gold. The balance of probabilities is that is just a giant bit of crap. If that was gold, or is gold, that's going to be cool. Ah, that'll be it right there. Yep, nice big chunky bit of iron. This is probably one of the softest signals I've got all day. So whatever it is really small. I reckon that's gold, but it is going to be tiny. That's all I've got left. I reckon it's gold, but man, if it's gold, it is going to be the smallest piece of gold ever. That's the only hard thing in there. It's not that, it's got to be that. It is tiny, Gad Daddy. Tiny. a phrase I'm used to hearing. But is it mighty? It is! It's a gold nugget! It's a gold nugget! Yeah!
I come here with the extreme dare.
It's not 23.4 grams of gold,
Yeah, but still.
but it is gold. Thank you.
It's a nice little bit, though.
It
Jeez.
counts. It counts. It's a little wool. What did you call yours? The Naked Scotsman?
Yeah, the drunk naked Scotsman.
Well, I'm going to call mine the sober dressed gentleman. Here at Wankers, we only provide the best quality signals. That is going to be a nice piece of gold. I'll eat my words in a second, you watch. But that's going to be a nice piece of gold. That's my boot.
Alphabet soup. Oh, baby.
Oh, it won't be huge, but it'll be nice.
Oh, mama. Yeah, that's
Imagine
going to
if
be a nice bit, man.
If it was in that, I'd be happy. Oh.
No. Bigger rocks. Ooh.
Please don't be that.
It's
Thank
not
God.
that. I reckon it's that big bit of
Ooh. Ooh. Alright, one of possibly three. Nah.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
That's
baby,
looking good.
baby.
That's looking good.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I see it.
Unsubscribe.
I see it. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe now if you follow Buttballs. It's right there on
Oh.
the tip. Just a tip. Just there at the end. That is gorgeous. We're getting more specimens. It really is nugget or nothing. You're either going to get literally nothing or you're going to find specimens here.
See, it's nugget or nothing.
On the next exciting episode of Nugget and Nothing. I did literally nothing. I picked up the detector and... Oh, that's the sound of my people. Yeah. If it's in that massive quartz rock, could you imagine that? If it's in this, that's disappointing.
Sadness.
I've lost it.
Playing games with you.
Uh-oh.
It is that rock. Well, you were correct.
What? No.
We've got some water over there from...
Previous cruise. Now, I don't condone littering, but I accidentally left this up here several years ago. The lid has welded itself shut. Ooh. Ooh. No, I wouldn't be doing that.
Oh, what are you...
Or it is quartz. Dude, that's going to be a big bit of ore. That is going to be a huge bit of ore. Yes! Old water for the win, sort of. Just there. Gadsy spotted it. It's got old eagle eyes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Mixed Jar gave me the ability to find many specimens. And Mixed Jar gave Gadsy eagle eyes. When did Dare start manufacturing scoops?
Probably not.
I reckon that'll work beautifully. It's made of
should.
Dare.
Yeah, it should.
Be energized as heck. I got what I think is a very soft signal over here. But it's obviously right on the edge of the mine, which is great for trying to make sure it doesn't fall off the edge. Come on. Oh, that's gold for sure. There's gold. Yeah! You hold out, little buddy. You can do this. But it's another tiny little reef specimen.
Today?
Six. People don't know that Gadsy's actually a professional licensed drop bear catcher. And this is one of the old areas he used to release them in. Is that one you tagged? Where is he?
Oh, there. Watch.
Oh, yeah, hang on. Yeah.
That's how they sound.
Where'd you remove that one from?
Places.
It's out near the trout farm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back when that bus, the bus incident?
Oh, we don't talk about those things.
No, we don't. Just working away and found another piece of quartz with a really good signal in it. That's another one for the dolly pot. I don't think there's going to be much gold in that in terms of nuggety sizable bits, but certainly in fine gold there's a good chance that we're going to get a lot. At this point, I'd recovered over half a dozen specimens and we'd been at it for over 6 hours, and I was getting buggered. I managed to get 7 specimens from that top mine. I thought, hey, we might as well go back to the place I found gold for the very first time with the gold monster 6 years ago. This gigantic pile of hard rock quartz gave me some beautiful specimens at the base of that tree. And I just pinged a really loud signal here. Wouldn't you believe it, I thought it was going to be a bit of junk, but it is a solid bit of gold. The last time I found a specimen at the base of this tree, I cleaned it up in caustic soda and it turned out to be beautiful. So that is a very loud target. And I think there might be some reasonable weight in that for this area. That's a rock. Don't you disappoint, Rock. The internet and the boys are riding on you. Are you ready? Hey, Jimmer. Go, you good thing. Go. Yeah! Ah! Rock! I'm done. Gazzy's done.
Yeah.
I think I found 8 specimens that we're going to go home and crush. We're going to crush the ore samples. And on my website, we do actually sell gold ore pay dirt. If you want to experience doing this yourself, you literally can, in your underwear, in your backyard.
In your underwear.
It's the only professional way to do it. Theoldmoldy.com.au is where it's at. Check that out in the description, and I'll see you at home. We are in the depths of winter, so I've lost all the light outside, and it is minus 2 degrees Celsius. Right now, my goal is to get our ore crushed down. I've got 2 really good specimens. I've bathed everything else in acid and they're prepped. I was going to run these specimens through a rock crusher and pan out whatever I get from those rocks. There should be some fine gold in there and also some pickery bits. The pickery bits will probably be rolled into little balls in the crusher, but we have preserved some of the reef specimens in the acid. And, well, here it is. This is the result of crushing down those 2 main specimens that I detected. You can clearly see the chunky bits that were giving us a signal, and we also got a little bit of fine gold with it. Not as much as I was hoping, though. I used some hydrofluoric acid to remove the quartz surrounding the gold. In this way, we can actually see some of the structure and how the gold grows inside of the quartz veins. It also has the added bonus of brightening up the gold a little bit. Well, there it is. They're the little specimens I managed to recover up one time. And this is just a timely reminder to check your subscription, because sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people for no apparent reason without your permission or my permissions. Look, I'm probably going to make many more attempts at going up one time and similar areas. I'm just aware that currently, right now, I'm in a position where I need to take it a little bit easier on some of the things like my knees so that I can have more long-term success. I think we've got about half a gram of gold there. Not a huge amount, but still pretty good for the northeast of Victoria, who traditionally doesn't have very much chunky gold. This is the first lot. Ooh. Ooh, 0.58. Alright, we are over the half gram. Damn! 0.74. You know, at today's gold prices, that's worth 125 Australian dollars, meaning that I'm well in profit for going up there. We don't find much chunky gold here in the northeast of Victoria, so to be able to detect any specimens is pretty damn cool. And hopefully, I will be able to make a few more trips up there.